Say Chicago. Chicago. My city, Chicago.
You're listening to In the Shy Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
For tuning in to Intellectual Radio, an iHeart station. D and Charles will feed your brain every Thursday, 8 to 9. Turn it up now, because we about to entertain your mind.
And you are the machine. This is what we going to
In the Shy Radio is looking for interesting people, products, or services, and subject matters to share with our listeners. If you or someone you know fits this description, contact us at 708-233-8953 or by inbox on Facebook. In the Shy Radio,
You're listening to In the Shy Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
Get your business known and want more customers or clients? The Shy Radio wants you. Contact us now for advertising opportunities.
This week's show is sponsored See Right Landscaping. Contact Carlos for all your landscaping needs, from lawn care to snow removal, at 847-863-7668. Tell him In the Shy Radio sent you.
Thank you for tuning in to Intellectual Radio. You got your girl D Lee in with my co-host
CT Powerhouse
and my other great co-host
Jaja.
And together we are
In the Shy Radio.
I didn't say nothing because I was gonna let CT shine tonight. I was gonna let him.
Don't let me shine. It's okay. It's all right. We all shine together.
Say it loud, right?
We all shine together.
I like say it loud.
Solo. We all shine together.
Tonight is gonna be
a little bit harder than that. It was like.
Well, I didn't want to send people running with the noise. You know, sometimes we're a little loud, so
that's the way.
Let's ease into it.
Right, because we got a serious topic tonight. Tonight we're gonna be talking about improving your financial future. Yes, we're going to be talking about credit rating, how to build your credit score. We're going to be talking about mortgages, how you can secure one, and also down payment plans. We're going to be talking about what you should be saving, because last week, as Jaja said, we got some people out here making $100,000 a year and don't even have $1,000 in their savings account.
That's right. 1 out of 4 Americans.
So, you know, it's not about what you make. It's about what you keep. You know,
and how you spend it.
You
That's
know,
right.
They said that Black people and our intern people, what are you? Well, people in general. Ring that bell for Dominique. Dominique came and got us and brought us into the studio.
That's right.
He's like, I don't know why our intern like to sit on the side.
I know the intern is in the house tonight. We got the hardest working intern.
We got the hardest
working. What's the show called?
Radio.
What's that show called?
Go hard.
That's
go
right.
Hard.
Dominique, go hard.
Also part of that Thursday throwdown lineup. You know, so hey. Gotta keep that lineup going. Chris
I told Dominique he better be careful. He slid over here and was rubbing my head.
Watch out now. You trying to corrupt the intern?
Messing with the help. What's wrong?
That's right.
Hey, teacher always mess with the student.
That's right.
And do it.
No, but we got a good show coming up today. And I also want to ring that bell for somebody else. He got a clown sitting over here, but Earl clowns last week with our little, promos for
nice.
Yes,
Ask Clown of the Week.
Which we will be featuring once again this week. We have a new candidate for you.
Oh, wow. This week and every week, CT is going to bring you the Ask Clown of the Week. But guess what? I'm going to piggyback off of him. We may have the same Ask Clown because I got an Ask Clown too.
Okay, we'll see.
I really do.
All right, well, it'll be a dual award this week. They can share it.
Yes. Let's just hope it's not you.
Okay?
Not speaking of you, CT. Why you looking at me?
Like, what?
I'm talking about the people in the listening audience. You are so crazy. But we'll be right back right after this.
All right.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the
about
Ad
that 5-year-old who found his uncle's gun. The kid didn't know it was loaded.
I heard on the news about that 14-year-old girl who was bullied online for like a year. She couldn't take it anymore, so she got her dad's gun from his nightstand.
I heard on the news about that guy who broke into someone's house, stole a gun from the hall closet.
He accidentally shot his cousin in the head.
She killed herself.
And later, killed the owner of the store he was trying to rob.
If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jason Derulo. I love that music connects to people all over the country. But unfortunately, so does something else. Childhood hunger. 15 million kids struggle with hunger right here in America. And yet, every year, billions of pounds of surplus food in the U.S. go to waste instead of going to the children in need. Feeding America is working to change this. The Feeding America nationwide network of food banks rescues this surplus of food to help provide meals to families in virtually every community in the United States, including yours. But they just can't do this alone. Join me in the fight against hunger in America. For more information on what you can do to get involved, visit feedingamerica.org. That's feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Get this party started.
Right now, in the Shy Radio on Intellectual Radio. The Shy Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
Welcome back to IntellectualRadio.com. Once again, you got the Thursday Throwdown team.
That's right.
We're going to give you our lineup. Our girl Chris just left the studio. As a matter of fact, we're going to also promote something that she has going on. She, her name is Christine Wilson. No kin to Mr. Willie No Speaking Wilson.
For that, D-Lee. That's just wrong.
Right, you get a thumbs
you
down
know what?
for that.
You know what? I love everybody,
No,
but
you don't.
please, somebody tell Mr. Wilson he don't even have to speak. You know what I'm saying? He just
ain't
needs
right.
some teleprompters and let somebody just
That man's
just
trying to do
talk for him.
something good in the hood.
He's doing good in the hood. He's doing good in the hood, but sometimes you don't have to open your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
What you want him to do?
Just be behind the scenes.
No, you got behind the scenes in that jacket.
You like my jacket? What you talking about? What you talking about?
We love you anyway, right? I mean,
you don't like my jacket?
I love the jacket, but I'm just saying. You gonna talk about Poe Willie Wilson? Don't let that lip tremble. Like,
no, not seriously. Now
He
you
has
know
good intentions.
that man.
right, that man is doing his thing.
When you look like $1 million, but then you talk like.
Well, maybe you wouldn't know if you spoke to him. Maybe that's his
what
cover.
I'm saying. They say don't you never know a fool until they open their
Never
mouth.
judge a book by its cover.
But he's not a fool. So let's get back to the serious nature. Christine Wilson is a part of our Thursday Throwdown. We're going to give you the lineup of our Thursday Throwdown.
Give it to him with the 6 o'clock show.
Okay, 6 o'clock show is the J Spot.
That's right.
And she said, I can't say it how she said. She said, so seductive. Welcome to the J spot.
That's all right. Just give it to me straight and regular.
We got Jay with the J spot. I don't remember her co-host's name, but her co-host is out. She's actually having twins.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to be on top.
I know last week she had Mr. Alan Lake.
Yeah, Mr.
Lake. The show
used to be with
Mocha Chocolate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just recycle our co-hosts.
That's all right.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So let's give them a lineup again. So
all right. So we started with the 6. Give them the 7 o'clock lineup now.
7 o'clock lineup is Chris, baby hair Chris, and Steve Spiller. Steve Spiller. That's our 7 o'clock. And then 8 o'clock, of course, you got the best. You get the best part of the best night of your life. You got In the Shy Radio.
That's right.
You got D. Lee, CT, and Lady Jaja.
That's right.
And then coming up behind us,
Go Hard Radio.
Go Hard Radio.
Hard. With the intern.
We got the
Dominic.
Celebrity of the Thursday Throwdown. He have the most guests.
He does. He come with a truth.
He got the most money. Ladies. This man
check him out.
Put that man on financial business.
Hey.
You got me walking right about. You doing way too much right about now.
Dominic say he ain't scared of nobody.
Right. You doing way over.
I ain't never scared.
But yeah, you have to stay involved with the Thursday Throwdown. Thursday night has always, since I've been here at Intellectual, since we've been here at Intellectual Radio, has been the best night of your life. And I'm quite sure Earl can
attest to that.
Yeah, attest to that and give us that title.
Earl looking out the window like, I ain't say all that.
Right. He like, whatever.
Right.
Run me my money. Run me my money.
Like, I ain't good.
Run me my money.
So let's get into this show. Earl have to stay partial now.
That's what it is. That's why he turned around.
People stay in the video
today too.
I know.
He looking down his nice shoes, down his nice head, looking quite fancy
Earl
today.
The mayor of the person that was running for the mayor of Markham.
That's Mojo. Kenneth Mojo Motorone Jr.
He look aight.
Kenneth Mojo Motorone Jr. I see his signs all over the place.
Yeah, he was, I guess, running for the mayor of Markham. Committee man.
Mojo.
He just left the studio. So you guys have got to go out there and vote for him.
Right, for those of you all who live out in the Markham area,
exactly,
get out and vote.
If he support Intellectual Radio, we support him.
That's right.
So let me just go back to Chris Wilson. Since I talked about her uncle, Willie Wilson.
She said no relation.
No relations. No, she just worked for him. Let me get on a serious nature before Chris come in here and hurt me. But Mr. Wilson, everybody knows that he has this program, and it's called the Misdemeanor Nonviolence Bailout Program, where if your bond is under $1,000, you can call Chris, and she will actually come and bail you out. Now, I'm going to give you her number on air. She don't have a problem with me giving you her number. I didn't want to take a picture with Chris because if I did that and gave you her number, she would have problems.
Yes, she would.
Because Chris is a beautiful woman.
She is.
So I want to give you her number. Her number is 708-890-9667. Once again, that's 708-890-9667. And her name is Christine Wilson. No relation to Willie Wilson.
That's right.
She's very intelligent. She speaks very intellectual. And she is willing to come and help you out. She says she also does bankruptcies. And a lot of people don't know bankruptcies are good for you. Yeah. Trump is on top because of
he goes bankrupt every 7 years, I believe.
I'm going to be honest with you. I done had 2 and I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Even the presidency is bankrupt right now.
I'm going to talk about that, how you can file for bankruptcy and still be good afterwards. Okay. But first you have to be somewhere first to be able to have that cushion to be good later. Okay. So we're going to discuss that as well. So CT, let's get into the down payments. We want to get into telling people how they can. Last week we talked about, let me calm down. We talked about how majority of individuals in society don't prepare for their financial future. And by not doing that, they're renting as opposed to owning.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So with that being said, you're putting money into your landlord's future. You're not building your future.
That's right.
So today we want to come with some tips, and we want to give you some ways that you will be able to own your own home.
Well, to own your own home, there's various ways you go about it. The first thing you need to do is make sure that your credit is okay. FHA will go down, believe it or not, to a 580 for their loan program. But to get the best scores, for the best scores, you need to have, I would say, at least 640 and above to get the best interest rates. Now, with FHA, you need to put 3.5% down. That doesn't mean you have to spend it. You just have to show it in your account. And you just can't have, grandma go up under the mattress and just give it to you, because that's not the normalcy of your account. So what they want to do, what lenders want to see, is that you're more or less born on paper. If you're born on paper and you have a history, a track record, or a history of doing something, then they'll be willing to go with you. But you just need 3.5% down for FHA. If you're going with VA loans, you typically don't need anything down for a VA loan. And they also have USDA loans, which is actually loans that are given in rural areas where you don't have to put anything down as well.
Did you say USDA?
That's right.
That's dealing with food, correct?
No, USDA. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm serious.
We're educating the public.
Please, USDA.
Yes.
What is that?
USDA loans is for rural areas.
Isn't the USDA the people that put that purple stamp on the meat?
You're not buying a cow. You're trying to get property.
Okay.
But it's in rural areas. So
no problem.
You got to make sure that your loan, where you're trying to purchase is in one of those demographic areas where they do take USDA loans. So you'll be good with that. Also, you have the conventional loan. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, you go down, they typically say you need 20% down to own a property. That's more or less not the case nowadays. I can tell you personally firsthand, when I bought my house, I put 3% down. It was actually better than FHA because my score was really high,
Good.
So all you need is 3% down, like I said, but you just need to show it. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to spend it. So, there's ways. And also, they do have down payment assistance programs to where you could go to an organization I think that's fabulous that I can personally tell you I've used myself, nhschicago.org. Once again, that is nhschicago.org, and they will give you $7,500 towards the down payment of your home. All you have to do is attend 2 classes, or one 8-hour class, or 2 4-hour sessions. And they have them in different parts of the city, but that can help a person as far as with down payment assistance, so they won't have to come out of pocket of funds. So there's a lot of programs out here to help you.
That's good to hear. And once you secure your loan and you get qualified for a home, then you can look into seeing Lady Jaja.
That's right.
That's right. Over to the real estate lady.
Real estate lady.
The broker.
Right.
Take you where you want to go.
So tell them how that process.
So typically, once a person comes to me, they're already pre-approved. I would always say, before you go out to purchase anything, whether it's a car, whether it's a home, always become pre-approved first, because you want to know
exactly
what you're working with before you walk out. There is nothing more heartbreaking than to see the house of your dreams and find out you can't even afford the basement part of the house.
Because your window shopping.
Exactly.
And I just want to, make it clear to everyone, a pre-qualification letter is not a pre-approval letter.
That's right.
So do not get a pre-qualification letter. Means nothing. You need a pre-approval letter.
As a matter of fact, most places that you go, they won't even accept it. If you had an offer, if you want to put an offer on the property, they won't accept it. They want to know that you're pre-approved.
That's right.
The best thing about being pre-approved is you get a overview of your financial situation, and you realize that, maybe I can afford this house, maybe I can't. It gives you an idea of, if you want to, you can't live in Beverly Hills if you only can afford Skid Row. You just can't do it. So you want to have an idea before you go out of what you can buy and what you cannot buy.
Okay, I just want to piggyback on that, and I just want to say you can live in Beverly Hills on Skid Row money. You can. You go and pick the worst house in Beverly Hills and you build it up.
The worst house in the best neighborhood, because it's
That's
location.
Right. That's
location,
what you do.
Location.
You pick the worst house in the best neighborhood, and
That's
you build
right.
it up, and then that will be your equity into that home, because the property value around in that area is going to remain the same.
It is. And the
It's
worst
just that
thing
you
you
have
can
the
do,
worst house on the block right now.
the worst thing you could do is what I see a lot of people doing, and that is to outbuild yourself.
That's
And
right.
for those who don't know, outbuilding is where you go and get the best house in the worst neighborhood, and it goes nowhere.
Goes nowhere.
There's no equity because you're already at the top of the mark, so you can't really do anything with that. So always be aware of that as well.
And actually, your property value goes down as opposed to going up.
That's right. It doesn't pay to have the baddest house on the block because it has no comparables
Exactly.
to line it up with.
I just feel like this. Yeah, I want to live in a $500,000 home.
We all
But
do.
a $80,000, $120,000, a $300,000 home, they all do the same, right?
You know what though? Unfortunately, with us, and I'm going to say people who are specifically mostly first-time home buyers, we don't want to wait on anything. So a lot of times there could be like the worst house in the best neighborhood, but we're not going to buy that. It's got to have stainless steel. It's got to have this. It's got to have that. And unfortunately, we're a society of right now. So a lot of times we'll bypass those great opportunities because we can't see the big picture and see that, that's not the best opportunity for you at that time.
Exactly. And just to piggyback again of what Jaja said, I used to be a loan officer, and I used to see this all the time, where you get pre-approved for, let's say, example, $200,000, and I swear to God, people will go, I want the 200,000. I got a proof of this. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But banks normally over approve from what you can afford.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
thing is that if you, in my opinion, if you got a pre-approved for 200, you shouldn't go no higher than 124, 125, in my opinion. So my thing is that you want to be comfortable and you want to be able to sleep at night.
Right.
And
you don't want to be house poor.
You don't want to be house
That's
poor.
right. You don't want to be a slave to your house.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So you want to make sure that you're comfortable and you're able to pay it in your sleep without any hiccups. And if you do have a hiccup, you can knock it out in your sleep.
Right. And
So that's my suggestion.
Being a slave to your house means that
It's
all you
not
do
fun.
is work.
That's right.
So
You
that
never
can
get to
afford a
enjoy it.
home that you never get to enjoy.
Exactly.
Right.
So we're not trying to bring a downside. We're just trying to bring the reality to it. So it is possible. And I didn't know with a 500 credit score that you can be a homeowner.
580, yeah.
580.
You won't have the best interest rate, but you can get in with a 580. But it has to have other circumstances as well.
So when we come back, we're going to give you some ways that you can achieve that 580. And one of the ways, if you're having financial difficulty right now, is to call Chris Wilson, and you can reach her at 890-708-890-9667. She will help you with bankruptcy, which can eliminate some of that debt, but you will have to probably do a 7. And I don't know how long after that you will be able to qualify for a home, but we'll come back and talk about that. But that will also help eliminate some of the negative marks on your credit. We'll come back right after this.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety.
I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you.
You're listening to In the Shy Radio on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. I'm your host, Jay, and this bubbling beauty, this ray of sunshine, my co-host, my partner in crime, Simply E. Hey, E.
Hey, what's up, America? It's your girl bringing you some news you can use.
Yo, what's going on? Candid Talk Radio, IntellectualRadio.com. This your boy Steve. What's cracking, good people, on the best night of your life? Thursday night.
CT Powerhouse.
And my other great co-host,
Baby Hair Chris.
And together we are
In the Shy Radio.
The Intellectual Radio. This is your boy Dominic here on the Go Hard Show. I got my co-host Tanya in the house. What's up, Tanya?
Hey, how's everyone?
That's what's up.
Get this party started.
Right now, In the Shy Radio on Intellectual
Stop
Radio.
playing with those knobs. Sit down and concentrate so we can continue the show.
Welcome back to the #1 internet radio station, Intellectual Radio. I was going to say in the Shy Radio. I done got caught up in this credit thing because I'm kind of passionate about that. You know, because one thing my parents taught me a lot. They really did, and I appreciate all that they taught me. For one, they was big on education, and they said you get your education because they can't nobody take that from you. That's one thing they can't take from you. But they never taught us about credit. They never taught me about how to maintain my credit, to make sure that I keep my credit good, and that my credit is what people credit is what people see me as a person. You know, if I have good credit, if my credit rating is good, then that means that I'm a good person. I'm a great person. You know, if it's poor or bad, that means that I'm just poor with my finances. I'm poor with my life. I'm poor with everything according to society.
Well, that's not necessarily true, because there are circumstances that can come about that can actually tank your credit score beyond your control. Nobody can choose when they're going to become sick.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you can't control that. You know, and there actually has legislation right now to actually not count medical bills, because you can't choose when you're going to be sick.
Right.
Yeah.
According to the new FICO score, I didn't realize there were 28 FICO scores. So the newest one is FICO score number 9, and that's what that addresses. It addresses it doesn't hurt you as bad when you have a medical bill. It also looks at your rental history, which the other ones did not look at, and it also helps you to not, like when you pay off a third-party collector, it's not held against you negatively. So those are the 3 things that the score 9 we're supposed to take care of.
There's different things that you need to do when you're dealing with collectors. You need to get a letter from them, first of all, stating that you paid as agreed, and you need to get agreement from them that they're going to take that off of your credit.
Right.
So when you go to dispute it, then you will be able to say, look, I paid as agreed. I was never late. I paid as agreed, for one. And they told me that if I paid, that this would be removed from my credit.
Right.
And it will be removed from your credit. I have had things done like that.
And also, let me give you another tip because we're talking about credit, and a lot of people are not aware of this. Now, let's just say your bill is due on the 1st, okay, and you don't pay on the 1st. Technically, they can charge you a late fee up until the 15th, but they legally cannot put it as a late on your credit report unless you're 30 days late.
That's correct.
So that means if you're late on the 1st, you have until the 30th of that month for them to have it in their hand, that payment, and it will not go against your credit report.
But I want you to know, as far as the credit cards, because I'm a connoisseur of that, if you are late on your credit card and your interest rate is 19, you have forfeited that interest rate, and they can raise your.
They can raise your interest rate, correct?
They can. And one thing
that's why I try not to be late.
Yeah, one thing I was going to say too is when I was speaking of collection agencies, anytime that you pay off anyone, when you said they'll give you a letter, make sure you hold on to those letters, because what I've had to happen is
they come back.
They resold it. And they said, oh, well, you know, you owe this bill. And I said, no. Here's my letter from the last company where I paid them, and I don't owe you, and I don't know where you got it from. So I would say anything that you pay off, hold on to your, keep up with your paperwork.
Exactly.
So, do you know who is the worst company out here? And I hate to just put people out there.
Uh-oh.
Harris and Harris. You familiar
I've
with
never
Harris
heard
Harris?
of them.
Harris and Harris is a collection.
If you're not
agency.
familiar with them, then they are the people that deal with the red lights.
I don't know the portfolio people. I'm sure people have heard of portfolio. Those people are
Harris and Harris never goes away. Even after
Wow.
you pay them, 3 months later they will come back on your account.
wow.
And that's
You
why
have
you
to
hold
dispute
on.
it.
That's why you hold on to those letters, those paid in full letters.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And speaking of credit, I was looking at the scores, and anything less than a 580 is considered poor.
Yes.
Right.
580 to a 669 is fair.
Mm-hmm.
670 to 739 is good, and anything from a 740 to a 799 is considered very good.
Give Dominique a bit.
Woo! The intern. And if you're at, because the credit scores go from 300 to 850.
You know what? If you got a 300,
that's for the little baby. They just started.
No.
Let them go.
Believe it or not, no. I can tell you, I've done mortgages. I did mortgages for 5 years. I never saw 300 credit score.
Please.
And I saw 850 credit score. No, excuse me. I saw a credit score in the 800s one time.
Right.
If you got a 300, don't even run your credit. It's over. It's over. Ain't
Just do something. Just do something. Go get cash.
Right.
So there are several ways to raise your credit score. One way is to get a secured credit card.
That's right.
And with a secured credit card, you are telling the bank, look, I'm going to put $1,000 in here, and you give me a card that say I have $1,000 balance. So it's not like the bank is giving you the money up front. It's your money.
Exactly.
But that money is also acting as, a balance, a good credit line on your credit report. There's something else called the trade line. Now, trade line is where they have companies that will actually sell you cards for you to piggyback off of them and some of their members.
Wow.
So what happens is, like, if you get a credit card and you put your kids, they ask you, do you want to have any other authorized users? You can have up to 2, I believe, on a credit card.
Okay.
So normally you put your kids so that you can help build their credit. But there's a place called, and it's called tradeline.com. You go there and you get to decide your credit limit. It's from $5,000 to $500,000.
Wow.
I'm good. I'm at a point right now, to be honest with you, I'm trying to get away from credit altogether. Whereas if I don't have cash, I don't need it. And cash, money talks, BS walks.
And that's a great idea, but unfortunately, in this world without credit and ID, you're kind of
I'm not trying
a little hard.
I'm not trying to cut it off, shut it off, but I just want all of them at zero.
CT, let me just explain to you. People don't realize credit is just not for buying anymore. Whenever you go to get a government job, whenever you go to get a federal job, they run your credit. Because they feel like if you have bad credit, like I told you, that's how they
can't do mortgages if you have horrible credit. You're not allowed to do mortgages. So I know how that game goes.
It's companies that run your credit and determine if you're a great employee from your credit rating.
I know, and in some instances, if it has something to do with financials, sometimes I agree, but if it's something that has nothing to do with financials and you running my credit to make sure I be a great employee, I think that's wrong and that's discriminatory because we're not dealing with money here.
It is, but that's just the way of the world.
It's a gauge of character is what they're trying to prove. I don't agree with it necessarily, but they're trying to find out if you're responsible,
right? If you're morally responsible,
exactly.
If you're paying the people that you owe.
That's right. And I don't agree with it, but
if you're paying on time the way you're supposed to pay on time. That's why I say we need to teach our kids about credit. We really do. I mean, even if you don't use it, at least try to get a 750, 850 credit score.
My thing is that, we've been taught as a generation to throw our money in banks, and have a savings account. But if you look around, who's getting ahead because they're not paying you any interest. The bank is taking that money and reinvesting your money, getting 12% rate of return and giving you 0.5. You're not even getting 0.5, 0.2 or 0.1 rate of return on your money that you put in. So they're making money off your money, and they're not going to tell you how to make the 12% they're making. You have to start to invest at an early age. The quicker and sooner you invest, and that you teach your children to invest, the less likelihood they can retire. The more of a likelihood they can retire comfortably. But it's all timing. That's all it is timing and time, and doubling periods with the rule of 72. But I'll get into that later.
No, you need to get into the rule of 72 tonight.
Rule of 72 is basically if you take this the number 72 divided by the interest rate. That's how many years it's going to take your money to double from $1 to turn to $2, 2 to 4, 1,000 to 2,000, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I don't have time for that.
It's very easy. It's like 72 divided by, let's just say 6% interest rate. Well, then that's how many years it's going to take your money to double. So what's that? 12 years for your money, 1 to turn into 2, however you want to do it. But that you have doubling periods. That's how that works. And it's very important to know that.
So is that a part of the savings that you was going to talk about?
That's it. Yeah, because if you get, let's just say a typical bank, what's the interest rate on the savings account? What? 0.2. So you got to take 72 years.
If you don't have a CD, it's less than that.
Okay,
right?
72 years divided by 0.2. That's how many years it's going to take your $1 to turn to $2 forever.
Yes, in eternity.
So no, it's a great lesson to learn up front. But they're not teaching you that, and I can't remember the last time I drove in the hood and saw Charles Schwab.
No,
not at all.
You won't see it.
No, not at all.
So we have
but they exist.
We have to give some workshops.
That's right.
We have to go to the Y's. We have to go to the schools and give some workshops.
That's right.
They have to understand the importance of that. Because guess what? When you go to college, who's there?
Well, the thing is,
people with the credit cards to sign you up.
That's right, and they try to inundate you with debt from the jump. Yep. But if you're not educated, you don't know. You're just trying to get the little fanny pack, or they don't even sell CDs no more. You're just trying to get the little fanny pack or whatever music they trying to sell.
They give them the school
gear. Right, your little T-shirt. Mom, I got this new sweat, but I got a credit card. Yeah. Really?
Yeah, but school gear.
Right. So, and that's how you end up with debt early on. And plus, you're taking debts when you actually go to school. You're taking out loans and everything. So you're in debt at the minute you want to go to college. College is a business. I tell anybody, it's a business first. Then they just happen to educate you. Because let's just be real.
But
let's just be real. If you don't have the money, they're not showing you nothing. They're not going to teach you anything.
That's a positive. And CT, you need to know that when you take out a loan for your child, put your child on there as well. Because then that will be on her credit report. So that's what I did for my daughter. So we'll be right back. CT is going to give us the ass clown of the week. I think I also got one. I'm going to write mine down. And if me and CT got the same ass clown, oh my God. We'll be right back after this.
It's Thursday night and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. The pressure is serious. I can do whatever I want. Why can't we get back to the new chapter? I don't want to leave. When I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart, darling, not high blood pressure, major stroke, heart attack, or death. Enters to a healthy
Welcome back to IntellectualRadio.com. We're going to get into the Ass Clown of the Week.
Yes, the Ass Clown of the Week award. I've been waiting all week to give you this bit of information. We have a new Ass Clown.
We should have one every week. Who is it?
All right. Our new Ass Clown this week. Mohammed Anas. Sounds like anus, but Anas, A-N-A-S.
Who is that?
He's a soccer player. Okay. Oh. He's our Ass Clown of the Week.
Oh, is he?
Let me tell you what this Ass Clown did. He had an interview. He plays soccer. Okay. So I guess he was kind of like the MVP of the game, and they call it the man of the match, award. So he won the award. So they put the microphone in his mouth, and he accidentally shouts out his wife and his girlfriend in the same interview.
Oh my God.
So, and I quote, I appreciate my fans also. My wife and my girlfriend. I mean my wife. I love you so much. I love you so much from my heart. So let's keep on supporting me. You ass clown. So that's why he gets my ass clown of the week award. Mohammed Anas.
Okay.
Spelled ANAS. Anas.
Okay, it's gonna be ass clown / he's only 0.5. Mine is 1. He's gonna be number 1.
No, you have a bigger ass clown than what I got?
Absolutely. Okay, this happened 2 days ago. What happened is a gentleman decided that he was gonna rob the bank. He said, I'm gonna rob a bank.
Oh, wait a minute.
But I'm gonna get on the CTA bus. That's gonna be my getaway. Wow. But unbeknownst to him, the bag of money had electronic device, which was a tracker. They tracked him down. He robbed the bank up north. They caught him on 64th and Halsted and made him get off the bus.
I heard that. So what was his name?
They won't give his name. I was waiting.
Oh, wait. How you gonna have his name? We don't have his name. He should have been next week.
He's a CTA bank robber.
Right. You want to use the CTA.
He said, look, y'all know I ain't got no money.
Obviously, I'm sure he had that venture card on lock.
That's as bad as the commercial. You seen the new Uber commercial where the man robbed the bank and they said he'll be here in 4 minutes.
See, I thought D. Lee had somebody. We need a name.
I do have somebody.
No, you have somebody. We have no name to verify who
I
this guy
wouldn't
is.
care. That is bigger than saying your woman and your girlfriend in the same.
No.
Not on national
TV.
Because, and on top of that, if I see the police come, I'm be like, here, take this.
We know who you are. We saw you when you got on the bus. We were just waiting till you got on. Clown.
Exactly.
That is horrible. When I read that, I'm like, are you
horrible.
serious?
It's big dummy. Like, big dummy. You get on the CTA bus and you had to pay to get on the bus.
Education is fundamental.
You had to pay to get on the bus. You gonna rob the bank, pay to get on the bus now.
Wow.
I would have walked.
So you could have took the Uber too.
I would have walked from the north side to my house. I would have walked. I really would have. Yeah.
Wow.
What happened to our music?
Yep. Earl snoozing. Earl is snoozing. He don't even understand what you're saying. What can't be too loud? Earl, we have to talk to you after the show. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about.
Oh, man. Earl having one of those days today, y'all.
I'm taking all his
looking a little
back.
too dapper today.
Earl, our producer, is going on the list.
Earl, boy. Oh, my God. You know what happened, right? I ain't have his drops. None of his drops is in there. Earl, please stop playing with those knobs.
That's what it is.
Oh, man.
Concentrate.
All right.
Man.
Oh, so maybe Earl will be the ass clown of the week.
Now, that's just me.
I said
that's just me.
He just got added to the list. He's just got added onto the list.
So we
Earl, our producer. This guy.
Wow.
Earl say that's funny. Y'all have to know Earl to realize what's going on because it's not much that move here.
Wait a minute, now you gonna play it now. We ain't got nobody now. We have material.
Go on, play it for yourself.
Go play it.
You like
go ahead, play it. Yeah, maybe,
like I gotta find it. See, you can't find it, y'all. About that time.
I can't be in the studio with y'all. No,
about that time.
Yeah.
Especially now.
But I bet you can find any movie real quick. Like, oh, I got that.
Woo!
Like,
with that fire stick. Oh
come
my
on.
God!
Come on, man.
Now this is supposed to be some break time stuff for Earl. Oh my God! That is unbelievable.
He found it.
He can't even cue it up.
Oh boy.
Gee,
that's the remix. Maybe next week.
That's hilarious.
Right. He's like,
oh my God.
There you go. That's what
Earl is playing his theme music. He playing
somewhere else.
Get on up and dance. Come on, get up and dance.
Oh wow.
And the shy is rough.
Oh Lord. Okay, so we're gonna close it out.
That's how I mean, boo, boo.
Boo, Earl. Right.
That's right.
That's right, boo.
Boo, Earl.
Right.
All right, we're gonna close it out. We're gonna get up out of here. Oh my God.
That's the intern.
That was my laugh of the week.
He had to go
gone.
his crew.
All right.
So now what's going on with Earl today?
Right.
Look at him.
He looking all dapper. He got something on his mind. Look at him.
He ready to leave.
All right.
He'll be all right. Okay, we gotta keep Earl uplifted in your prayers.
That's right.
All right. Well,
on a real note, keep him uplifted in your prayers because this not Earl today.
That's
exactly.
right.
I don't know what's going on with Earl. Okay, I said they say low battery, so we're gonna get up out of here.
All right.
But anyway, we're gonna just summarize what went on today. We told you about your credit. You can still get in touch with us. We're willing to help you. But I was just telling them I have several credit cards. Any name that you have on your credit report, you can apply for a credit card. So what I do is I milk them. I apply at one credit company 3 times. My name is D. Lee. My name, and I ain't gonna tell you my other real name, but I have
these
3
are not the opinions
credit
of Shy
cards.
Radio.
Those expressed tonight.
I'm trying to seriously help you understand how to build your credit. It's not just done by me. Someone told me how to do this.
Okay.
So it's done by others as well.
Okay.
I know. I'm just
You just get your credit right and you keep it tight. That's all.
There you go.
So
now sell your house.
Any name, if your name is always an alias on your credit report, it says your name is Lady Jaja, also known as Jaja, also known as Lady. Get you a credit card with Lady on it. Get you a credit card with Jaja on it, and get you a card with Lady Jaja. Now the one with Lady on it, you're not going to be able to go into any stores because you don't have ID. So don't be dumb now. You only pay for stuff online with that card. Only use that card online or at the gas station to get you some gas outside. Don't go inside with it.
She on the roll right now.
I don't have an ID that say D. Lee, but I have several credit cards that say D. Lee. D. Lee has good credit.
D. Lee got good credit.
Yes.
D. Lee could use her PayPal card.
So we just trying to enlighten you and enrich you and show you how you can raise your credit score. And that sometimes this can be raised in less than 30 days. So we're going to get up out of here because the intern on return. And also he got his co-host, the super sexy Tanya, with him. Give her a bell. We got to get Tanya a bell as well.
Ever.
Come on, we got to roll.
You the ass clown of the week.
We couldn't. No, you not that jacket. You got that. Come on.
With that,
we gotta go.
You guys
you know what? You know what?
Cut the mic.
Earl like my jacket. And that's all that matters. Earl, didn't you say you like my jacket? That's all that matters. So we out
Thank
here.
you for tuning in.
Till
Appreciate you all. Go Hard Radio is next with Dominic
and Tanya.
Yeah.